seeing a terrific shot.
Yeah. I told you I watched every Matthews shift today. I sat there and did the 20 minutes or whatever it was he played last night. And obviously he misses Mitch. Like he goes to soft areas a lot. And there's no one able to get him the puck in these spots. He's often two guys are between him and the puck carrier. He's like hiding in the weeds. Like if someone can sift it through two skates and sticks over here, I'm wide open. He's got to go help more. He's got to be in the play and in the action more. And he kind of moves with the pace of the play. You watch McDavid lately and those guys, they pull the play behind them. They control it. Everyone else is hanging on for dear life. And Matthews is kind of within the play a lot this year.
He was like that early in his career, Auston.
Matthews was, yeah.
Yeah, where you're like, well, that guy's draped all over him, and he's still pulling him to the net.
And he's not as forceful. He definitely seems like it's tender to touch him out there.
All right, let's go to Auston Matthews, clip 1 on his overview last night.
I mean, it's a nice win. I don't think, I think other than maybe the last 10 minutes of the first period, I thought we played, pretty solid. I think it just got away from us there after 10 and a couple bad breaks. I just think we stopped taking care of the puck, and turnovers were obviously an issue, but I thought the second period we at least played harder, competed harder. There wasn't really much going on, but it's nice that we come in the locker room and guys are staying positive. We're holding each other accountable. We just got to go out there and compete a little bit harder and play the right way, keep things simple. And I thought we just grinded out that third period and we were able to get a couple goals and tie it up. And then obviously Dak finished it off there.
Microphone.
What was Knight doing on the Joshua goal?
It's just.
Is he putting it out to Crevier there?
Just giving the game away.
Even Stetcher to shoot that on the net was a heck of a choice. How does he not just get the red and dump this in? He's trying to make a pass?
Yes.
Look at that crowd pop. I'm impressed with them last night.
Could have pushed it in the corner, could have gone up the boards and out, and he thought his defenseman was just going to skate into it and pick it up.
My boy Stetch. What a heads-up play.
Great play by Joshua.
Bad dump.
Great play by Troy.
Bad dump.
No.
That's the Valley
bad
thing.
Dump
No.
with a bad goalie.
No, disagree.
Oh my goodness.
Perfect play by Stetcher.
No, I actually think Stetcher he would have iced it if he shot it from there. And there was a guy holding the red when he's approaching it. Show it again from the faceoff, if you will. So he's kind of got no choice. Either put it on net or make a direct pass.
And he was good too.
Watch
Spencer
this. Look at the
good.
guy holding the line at the red. He can't go there.
Yeah. Hey, listen. 60-minute game. Chicago learned a valuable lesson right there.
Jeez.
But
Chicago's about to learn a whole bunch of valuable lessons.
Yeah, they're about
to the bottom.
They're about to lose 6 to 7 games in a row.
I totally. They not a good squad.
No. Did you want to talk about Joseph Woll?
yeah, I do, because I don't know what the score is without him. Past 2-0.
I think the big save for me that really would have brought out the waffles
Bertuzzi?
was
Another shorthanded one.
the second shorty. It was late in the power play that they had already given the shorty up on. And I don't know who it was that came down, but maybe Teravainen. And he came across, made a huge blocker save. That was the one that really stuck out to me. Made a good one on Bertuzzi towards the end of the game. But yeah, he's good. Looked like Joseph Woll.
He can't give up the third. He didn't.
Nope.
Yeah.
But it is, I'm telling you, it's going to be so stressful to be a goalie right now for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, you need to make a lot of saves. I will say their power play, I don't even like them that they scored a power play goal, because it's not like a set up, well executed power play goal. They just, they're so bad. So bad on the power play. It's insane. They're giving up way more than they get.
Yeah, it was just a puck battle one below the dots, good pass, shoots it in. It was not like a setup, cross seam. They've had one of those, it feels like, in the last month, and that was the game that we were at, the cross seam shoot it in.
Yeah.
Edmonton does that every night.
It is insanely bad.
Did you want to listen to the coach on Woll quickly?
Yes.
Clip 5, please.
Yeah, great to see him back in there, and he had a good game. I thought he got better as the game went along, a little more comfortable in there. But it was good to see that he held us in there, and we got a win. And big part of it was him.
All right, I got my list of beefs and stuff to talk about. Lawton, Lorenz, Cowan played 11 minutes. is Scott Laughton. Am I seeing something different from
But
you
yeah,
guys?
I'm with you 1,000%.
Every time he's on the ice, he's throwing hits, he's drawing penalties. Something positive happens every shift.
I mean, he also said yesterday that he used to listen to Bonesy on the Leafs game in the parking lot of Harvey's with his dad. I'm like, give him the C. Give him the C. Get him in the top 6 and get that guy the C.
Cowan played a team low 10:58. Cowan's one of their best players right now.
What's going on?
Like, what is Laughton to you?
What is Laughton to me?
Yeah.
I mean, he's there, probably a middle 6 guy and a guy who should play 15 minutes.
I'm not arguing at all. But what is he played as?
Oh, 4th line center.
Yeah.
You don't give up a first-round pick for a 4th line center.
And a prospect.
And a prospect.
Yeah.
Gulbenkian. That's not what you do. And if that's all he is, I got news for you. His contract's up at the end of the year. He ain't staying.
No, not staying to be a 4th liner.
He's not staying for 11 minutes. I can assure you. And you can't give up a first and a prospect, play him as a 4th liner, and then walk him right to free agency into another city.
You're right. It's almost better. If you're going to do that, you might as well trade him. In my head, I'm like cooking up the best Leafs lines, and I'm like, if you took Laughton with Cowan and put like Nyes on the left wing or something, could you play him for 15, 16 minutes as a great line?
Okay.
We should go.
McMahon?
We should go.
All right.
So much I want to say.
We can say it after Spencer Carbury.
Okay, you're the boss. You got your Christmas sweater.
I can't believe we've gone 30 minutes. We haven't mentioned that sweater, which, by the way, is beautiful.
Beautiful.
My wife's Christmas party. So
Awesome.
I'm supposed to wear an ugly sweater, and I did it.
It ain't ugly.
No, it's not ugly. There's skaters at the bottom.
Yeah,
Is that our line from the Eric Lindros?
Yeah, I actually got it
Easter
enshrined. I got it enshrined on it.
All right, who's joining us next? The head coach of the Washington Capitals.
Who the Leafs are facing tomorrow, former Leafs assistant, and Borny's going to ask him about Ovi's 0% zone set.
Spencer Carbury, head coach of the Washington Capitals, when we return to Real Kipper and Bourne. As promised before the break, Spencer Carbury, head coach of the Washington Capitals, will join us now as the Leafs prepare tomorrow night to go back into Washington. Spencer, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're good. Just, as we close in, Spencer, to the Christmas break here, just watching your team right out of the gate, 6-2, I think, to kind of start. Then you went into a bit of a tailspin, I think 2-8. You guys also managed a 6-game winning streak and now losers of a 4 or 5 here. So, I mean, streaky would be putting it mildly right now for your team.
It would be. I think we hit that sort of rough patch and were able to respond and played really well for a good stretch. Went out west to California and had 3 really strong games for the most part, came back home and were able to grind out a few. And now been a little bit tougher the last couple games, playing against Winnipeg and in Minnesota, a couple of really good Western teams. And so sort of trying to get this thing back in the right direction.
Carbs, Justin Bourne here. Appreciate you joining us, man.
Hey, Borno.
Hey, man. I wanted to get your thoughts on one of my favorite topics here, which is, coaches utilizing players, trying to get the most out of these guys. You do it really well with Alex Ovechkin. Looking at his defensive zone starts this year, I've got 0 through 30-some games this year, 132 O-zone starts. How intentional was that going into the year, or is it just kind of played out that way?
Saving them.
I think it's just exactly what you said is it's my job from a deployment. Like, that's one of the things that we can control as head coaches is deployment. And so trying to set up each individual player as successfully as you possibly can. And so trying to maximize what he does well and his strengths as a player. And so trying to get him in the offensive zone, opportunities to shoot the puck, opportunities to start with a possession in the offensive zone on a one draw. Those are all things that we try to do, and I try to get him out in as many of the spots as I possibly can. And I think limiting the D zone starts, I think it's just a product of, we can put someone else in that spot, and then it frees up a few more minutes for him again to be able to play in the offensive zone and play to his strengths.
It appears, anyways, as long as he stays healthy, that he's going to fall into that 35, maybe 40-goal season again for Ovechkin, which is great for you. But at times, I think it can get challenging for your group. You know, Pierre-Luc Dubois went down early, Spencer, and I look at your lineup here, and it's not typical where you still got like a big horse down the middle here. You know, there's Strome, McMichael, and they're good players, but you got to kind of work around that as well.
Yeah. And I think that's honestly, in my time in Washington, I think that's been our recipe for success. We're not a one-line team. Like, we're a team that is able to beat teams and have success in the NHL through depth and through utilizing our entire lineup. And so some nights it might be line 1A, the next night it might be line 1B, it might be Protas, it might be McMichael that night, then it's Strome, and then, you know, Nick Dowd's lines chipping in. So I think that's sort of how we are built as a group, and how we've been able to have some success is we just utilize all four lines, all three sets of D, and try to use our strength in numbers as opposed to being top heavy or just relying on three or four guys.
Carbs, one of the things I've enjoyed this year is watching your guys' post-game chats. You know, you come into the room and talk to the guys. You guys are close. Like, you can tell it's a really good vibe in that room. Do you have a philosophy with those post-game chats, something that you're trying to do in particular there?
Yeah, I just think it's a long year, and I've always felt like it's hard in certain moments, and we do this even on practice days, to try to you just get so busy with the season and practices and games and pre-scouts and then days off and getting guys away from the rink. So it really is sometimes hard to just take a step back and go, okay, what are we accomplishing here? Who's done really well? And I feel like trying to highlight those moments is what I'm trying to do after games. I kind of not in love with the fact that it's all over social media, but it's important, I feel like, through a long year to highlight all the little victories and all the positive things that guys accomplish, even if it's not, you know, lighting the score sheet on fire, little things that happen through a game so guys are recognized and feel good. Even, you know, guys that earn contracts in the season, long-term deal, whatever it might be, to celebrate those before practice or things guys are doing in the community, I think is important to your culture. And so I try to do that as much as we can.
So who helps you with the research on that? Is that Sergei Kocharov? Who you got doing that stuff? No way you're doing it.
Sergei tips me off for sure on any milestone. We have literally detectives in this. Or if you and John Carlson's great at this too, because if you hit a milestone, that means a certain thing needs to go up on the board. So it could be you might have gotten your third consecutive game with an assist on the road, which ties a record, and that is going to be
it's going to cost you.
That is going to be noted.
That's great.
Hey, Spence, just to follow up on these post-game videos here, because we've kind of had this conversation, and I hope you can be as frank as you can here, but because I wouldn't be able to do them personally, because I'd be so scared about what I'd say, how I'd say it, how it came across. Like, you ever, I mean, is there a thought in your head going, all right, what's it going to be this time? Or, you know, I better get this right. Or, okay, can I start again? Can we do it? I can do it better. I can do it better.
Well, that's why I'm trying to get Sergei, and I'm not a huge fan of them going on social media because of that exact reason, because I feel like it's choreographed and that, and I just want it to be just completely organic with our group. And thankfully, like, our guys are great. They don't care what is recorded, and they celebrate and have a good time with it. So that's been a great part of it, is they don't get camera shy or anything like that. And I just try. The other thing that I get worried about is forgetting something of, like, did someone do something tonight, or did I not highlight the right thing that, you know, whether it was someone making a big play at the end of the game to get a puck out on the wall, under a heavy pressure from it, like little things like that I'm always like, did I forget anything? I'm always asking our staff and our video coaches, did I forget anything?
Hey, that's it. I mean, you're younger than me, but like these kids need that too. I mean, they are sensitive. They're just like, how could you forget about me? I made a really good play. No, I'm just
They're
pulling.
pros.
Just in terms of now, two faces clearly that are pushing for Olympic status here. Tom